Hey everyone, Nick here. What I want to share with you guys today is my general hypertrophy mesocycle progression. This is just one of the versions that I use, a template that I use to create my programs for those who I work with online and in person. I have a couple other different ones that I use for people with more strength specific goals, like my powerlifting hypertrophy cycle template or my recomposition one. I also have different ones for actual sport athletes and endurance athletes as well, because obviously volume would be changed. The volume in the gym would be changed because they're doing additional work outside of the gym as well, and recovery is the goal at hand. But for the general person, the average person that just wants to look better, get more jacked, make a change in their physique, and make a positive change in their body composition, this is the template that would normally give them. So when it comes to muscle growth, plain and simple, you need to be hitting an adequate amount of volume. And it's arguable amongst a lot of people whether you're drug free or using steroids. We're not going to get into that subject there. Volume is going to change. You're able to recover a little better and hammer a little more volume if you are going that route. If not, at the intermediate level, some people can actually get away with, or beginner level rather, some people are able to get away with a little more volume. What it comes down to is you need to kind of find that sweet spot. And for most people who come to me, they don't know what that sweet spot is. So this is how I help them find it, is we use this progression here. So as you can see, this is going to run through an 8-week cycle. This is an 8-week mesocycle here. The way that we're going to do it, let's just say hypothetically the person does a body part split. There's different splits we could use: upper body, lower body. You could go full body. But the simplest way to go about it is just a body part split like you would in bodybuilding. So let's just say they have like a chest, shoulders focused day, a back focused day, a leg day, and then like an arm and abs day. So the way that we kind of run this here with this 8-week mesocycle is we're going to grow in volume through increasing sets, through the total working sets. That's not including your actual warm-up set. With everybody, I include one light warm-up set, one medium warm-up set, but your working sets would increase, and they would wave in volume with the amount of repetitions that you do. And the exercises would increase at the midpoint here from weeks 5 to week 6. And that's where you're going to see the greatest spike here in this progression. So the way that I kind of pick and choose volume for clients is we'd start off week 1 for your working sets. Once you've hit your 2 warm-up sets, is you're going to go 3 sets for about 15 to 10 reps. So shooting for somewhere around 15 reps that first set and going no lower than 10. So meaning if you get 8 on one of the working sets there, you would move down the weight so you can stay within that repetition range. The next week, we would just bump up in weight, okay, anywhere between 5 to 20 pounds, depending on the exercise that you do. Still hitting 3 sets for 10 to 6 repetitions now within that range, so a little heavier. Okay, as you can see, we're starting out at 3 exercises per muscle group there. So 3 exercises per muscle group. Let's just say if it's a chest focused day, the movements we would do, let's just say low incline bench press. We could do a dumbbell bench press and then a cable fly. That'd be enough by sticking to these working sets and that working volume here. As you can see on this side here, the average volume after week 1 equates to about 108 reps on average. Okay, because we're bumping the weight and doing less repetitions and a heavier weight here for week 2. This equates to about 72 repetitions. So slight decline there, but it bumps back up because week 3 we add a set. Going back to the same weight you started off there, still shooting for that repetition range, but now doing an additional set, okay, equating to about 144 reps, give or take. Week 4, same thing, adding a set to what you did on week 2. Now where we see the biggest change here and the biggest spike, as you can see, I kind of gave you a little visual here, okay, little dot graph here to give you a visual on how this increases and progresses throughout these 8 weeks. You see the biggest change is we add an additional exercise. So you can either keep the same exercise in, or you can throw in just one additional one. More than likely, it should be an isolation exercise. So week 5 here, we now have 4 exercises per muscle group. Going 3 sets for about 15 to 10 reps. So pretty much what you did for week 1 and week 3, same weight there. But now you're going back and equating to 144 reps. Follow the same pattern. 3 sets for 4 exercises, aiming for 10 to 6 reps. 96 reps in total on average. Then we're seeing this big spike now as we're sticking with 4 exercises per muscle group, and we're going 4 working sets now. Same pattern, 15 to 10 reps, and then our final week at week 8, all right, when we go our heaviest for the highest amount of reps here, will be 4 sets, aiming for 10 to 6 repetitions. So as you guys can see, given this visual here, we're starting somewhere around 100 reps. We're at 108 for that first week, and it's just kind of going through a wave, making its final peak at week 7, and then going through a decline at week 8. So most people hire me for about 8 weeks for the programming. What will we do after? Well, simple. We can repeat the pattern and rotate exercises, giving new variations, or we can start back, rewind and go back here to week 5, repeat again, and then I'll bump everything up to 5 exercises and still continue on with that pattern. Or we can go back to 4 sets again and move on towards 5 working sets. So pretty simple concept, guys. With the overload principle here is we're simply just adding repetition, adding volume, an average weekly volume as you go on throughout the 8 weeks. At some point, you're obviously going to want to hit a dip. So my recommendation would be to maybe hit one of these cycles, take a 2-week deload, hit one again, take a 2-week deload, reconsider your goals, see your progress, and figure out what you want to do from there. If you guys got any questions about this stuff, interested in hiring me for program design, you can email me at knowlespt@gmail.com. Check out my site, www.nickknowlespt.com. See you guys next time.